Once upon a time, in a small Swedish village, there lived a poor man named Per. Per had nothing but a small, rundown cottage and a few meager possessions. Despite his hardships, he was kind-hearted and always willing to help others. One cold winter day, while walking through the forest to gather firewood, Per stumbled upon an old woman lying in the snow. She was shivering and looked close to death. Per quickly wrapped her in his coat and carried her back to his cottage. After nursing the old woman back to health, she revealed herself to be a powerful sorceress. In gratitude for Per's kindness, she decided to grant him a wish. Per, who had always dreamed of traveling the world and escaping his life of poverty, wished for the means to do so. The sorceress handed him a small, unassuming bag and said, "This bag contains 3 magical dogs. Whenever you are in danger or need assistance, call upon them, and they will come to your aid." Per thanked the sorceress and set off on his journey. He traveled for many days, crossing forests, mountains, and rivers. Eventually, he arrived in a distant kingdom ruled by a cruel and greedy king. The kingdom was in turmoil, and the people were suffering under heavy taxes and harsh laws. Per, seeing the plight of the people, decided to help. He soon learned that the king had 3 beautiful daughters who were kept locked away in a tower. The king had promised their hands in marriage to any man who could complete 3 impossible tasks. Many had tried and failed, losing their lives in the process. Per, determined to free the princesses and bring justice to the kingdom, decided to take on the challenge. The first task was to retrieve a golden apple from the top of the tallest tree in the kingdom, a tree that no one had ever been able to climb. Per stood before the tree and called upon the first dog. Instantly, a large, powerful dog appeared. With its help, Per was able to scale the tree effortlessly and retrieve the golden apple. The king, astonished but not yet defeated, presented the second task. The second task was to bring back the king's lost crown, which had been stolen by a fierce dragon and hidden in a cave guarded by the creature. Per called upon the second dog, a swift and fearless hound. Together, they ventured into the dragon's lair. The dog distracted the dragon, allowing Per to seize the crown and escape unharmed. The king, growing increasingly anxious, presented the final task. The third and most difficult task was to defeat the king's greatest enemy, a neighboring warlord who threatened to invade the kingdom. This warlord was known for his invincibility and his army of skilled warriors. Per called upon the third dog, a massive, ferocious beast. With the dog's help, Per led a small band of loyal villagers into battle. The dog fought valiantly, and together they managed to defeat the warlord and his army. With all 3 tasks completed, Per returned to the king's palace. The king, furious that his challenges had been bested, refused to honor his promise. Instead, he ordered his guards to seize Per. But Per, quick-witted and brave, called upon all 3 dogs. They sprang to his defense, and with their combined strength, they overpowered the king's guards. Seeing the king's tyranny and treachery, the people of the kingdom rose up in rebellion. They stormed the palace, capturing the king and freeing the princesses. Grateful for Per's bravery and leadership, the people proclaimed him their new king. Per married the eldest princess, and together they ruled the kingdom with fairness and compassion. Under Per's reign, the kingdom flourished. The heavy taxes were lifted, and the people were free to live their lives in peace and prosperity. Per never forgot the old sorceress who had given him the magical dogs, and he always treated his subjects with the same kindness and generosity that he had shown her. As for the 3 dogs, they became Per's loyal companions, always ready to assist him whenever he needed them. And so, the kingdom thrived under the wise and just rule of King Per, aided by his faithful magical dogs. and the legend of their adventures was passed down through generations, inspiring countless tales of bravery and kindness.